Good evening, everyone. My name is Dominus Orbis, and today I will be doing Packet Tracer 5.2.2.5, configuring dynamic NAT. Now, the main difference between dynamic NAT and static NAT is that dynamic NAT is using a pool of public addresses to translate private addresses. So more than one public address, and they are assigned on or translated on a first come first serve basis. So what that means is these IPs over here, these clients on the local area network, when they're trying to access a server over here, let's say PC1 sends an email, PC2 sends an email, L1 sends an email in that order. Those email packets will be translated in order of first come first serve. So if we only have 3 public IPs, then or 2 public IPs, which is going to be in the case in this packet tracer, one of the IPs right here, one of the packets will be dropped, and that's what we're going to see happening. So the main steps for configuring dynamic NAT are to configure an ACL to permit any private addresses to be translated, which will be all of the local area network in this activity. Then to define a pool of addresses, which are the IP public addresses assigned by the ISP. Then to bind that pool to the ACL. And last, assign the interfaces as inside, the interfaces facing the internal network, and outside the interfaces facing the external network. So let's get started. Our pools are 209.165.76.196. Now bind the pool to the access list. Now assign the interfaces as inside or out. Now, only 2 of these PCs at a time will be able to access the web server via the translation, and then the third client will drop. That one is successful because of our limited pool space. That one will pass, translated. This one should fail. because even though we technically have 4 IPs, one is broadcast, one is network, leaving us 2. So it times out. Let's look at the translation. Here's the port number. It's a random, web. Now we can clear it. And now L1 should be able to access it. There we go. So basically, with dynamic NAT, what you have is the private IP addresses, class A, class B, class C, are translated into public addresses, IPs, based on a pool of addresses that are purchased from the ISP and on a first come, first served basis. All packets sent after the pool of addresses have already been assigned will be dropped, as we have already seen. So, once again, I'm Dominus Orbis, and I hope this video has been informative, and I want to thank you for viewing.